Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Ashley and I hope that you are ready for more fall decorating because today we are tackling my dining room and my entryway. We are going to be doing the hutch and my 4-tiered shelf, the bar cart, and a beautiful tablescape. Then we're also going to decorate my entryway table and my fall tree, which I've never done before, so I'm so excited to decorate that. So if you're excited, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And let's not put it off any longer. Let's go decorate. All right, well, the first thing we're going to start off with today is my hutch, and I'm going to start off with this fall market sign I got from Amazon last year. And I absolutely loved the colors. I can go ahead and leave the link in the description box if you remind me. If I don't, just please comment and let me know. And then I'm going to use this little basket as a riser to put this teapot on. Now I know this kind of sounds weird, like a teapot on a hutch, but just go with it. Just go with me. So then I'm going to use these little plates. I always like using my white plates as risers, and I'm just going to put that, kind of layer it right in front and put a really pretty burlap pumpkin on top. Now we're going to go ahead and move over to the other side, and I'm going to use one of these wood discs as a riser, and I'm going to put one of my Ray Dunn pictures on it because it just needed a little bit of height, so that little wood disc was actually really perfect for it. And then to layer in front of it, I'm going to add this little milk pitcher, and then I'm going to add another one of those burlap pumpkins. Here's to the good days. Now, I know some people aren't really fans of the fake leaf garlands, but honestly, I just think it adds so much, and you can honestly get like a higher quality garland. I just get mine from the Dollar Tree because I usually just use them as layering pieces. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of just intertwine this garland throughout all of the decor, and I just think that this brought this shelf to life. So I ended up actually putting one of these garlands on every shelf. So this hutch definitely came out very, very fall-y. Here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't want to fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just want to make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. Okay, moving down to the second shelf, I'm going to add these candlesticks to one side, and then I have these really smelling good cinnamon candles that I'm going to add on top. I've had these forever. I just came across them in my fall bin, so I'm not exactly sure where they came from. If I were to guess, it was probably Hobby Lobby. And then speaking of Hobby Lobby, I'm going to go ahead and put this stool that I got from there last year. And then I bought a ton of these pumpkins from the Target dollar spot last year because I loved the color, but I don't necessarily love the design, so I just flip them around. So I'm going to go ahead and layer one on top of the stool and one next to it. Then I'm going to bring in a wood charger and put it on the in the back as the background, and then I'm going to add this little riser. I did this for Easter and I really loved how it looked, so I thought I would kind of do the same. Now, there was already moss on there, and I was like, oh, I kind of like that, so I decided to keep it. Next, I'm going to go in with this pumpkin everything pot, and I am going to add some florals inside, and these florals I just had in my stash, and then I'm going to layer some pumpkins on the side. Then to finish off the shelf, I'm going to go in again with another leaf garland. Real quick, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you're new, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I hope you love what you see. And just an FYI, this channel is all about real life. I live in leggings. My hair is usually in a messy bun. My current scent is spit up and poop, and I barely ever wear makeup. So if you can relate to any of that, definitely hit that subscribe button so we can hang out more often. I am a wife and a mama of two, a 6-year-old
6-year-old and an 11-month-old, so I am busy, but I love putting out content like this, and this is just the start of decorating season. Obviously, we're decorating for fall. I have one more video coming out after this. Then we're going to get into Halloween and Christmas. So you are all in for a treat because I go crazy during those seasons. So turn on those notifications so you're notified when I upload those videos. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Moving down to the third shelf, I am going to add this log, and I have a ton of these logs. I've had them for years, and I use them all around my house, all throughout the whole year. And so I put one on either side in the corner. And then I got these bird cages. Oh gosh, I don't know when I got these, maybe in the spring. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some moss and then add some pumpkins inside the cage, and then layer the cage on top of the log. And I went ahead and did this for both.
It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know.
To the middle, I'm going to take my dough bowl, and inside I just put a variety of different pumpkins and pine cones. And then I'm going to go in with my leaf garland and intertwine that in between all of the decor too.
But not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget.
Again, I just love how this hutch came out. I think it is so pretty, and I just love those warm fall colors. Let me know if you're like a traditional colored person when it comes to fall, or if you're like into the blues or the greens. I want to know. But here's how my hutch came out, and I love it.
Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry.
All right, now we're going to move over to this wall, and I just kept it very simple. I have this really pretty fall gathering sign, and I've had this for years as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the shelf, and then again, I'm going to go in with one of my leaf garlands. You're going to be so sick of leaf garlands, I bet, by the time this video is over, because I use it a lot. But like I said, I just think it adds so much. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of haphazardly just kind of throw it up there, look like it just fell perfectly in place. And then fun fact, so these windows or doors that you see on either side, those are actually the doors from the hutch. I was just racking my brain one day of what I wanted to do on this back wall, and these were just hanging out in my basement because, I took them off my hutch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should paint them and use them as displays. So I did, and I love putting wreaths or some kind of decor on each one of them. So I've had these wreaths for years and years, so I decided just to go ahead and throw them on the windows. And I love how that looks. All right, moving on to my 4-tiered tray in the corner. This is a big shelf, or I shouldn't say tray, it's a shelf. So this is all about what you would see at a fall market, and I'm kind of following what that fall market sign said. It said corn maze, hay rides, apple picking, and of course a pumpkin patch. So each one of these shelves is going to be themed with that. Now, this first one is obviously corn maze, so I just put a bunch of that faux corn in a basket, and then I'm just kind of layering some around a little hay bale. Now, these little signs that I'm putting on actually came from a sign from the Dollar Tree, and it was like one of those that had a bunch of these, like corn maze, pumpkin patch, a bunch of those, and I just cut them. I just used a knife and just cut them off, and I thought that added so much. Now I'm going to go in with a barrel of apples on the second shelf. I do raise it up with this little container here, but you're going to see that I end up switching that out. But then I found this little basket, which I thought was perfect to go ahead and put some more apples in. And now here's where I switch it out, and I'm just going to layer 2 of those wooden discs, and I like that a lot better. And then I'm just going to go in with any extra apples that I had, and I'm just going to layer them all around the shelf and just make it look like a ton of apples. And I absolutely love the shelf. It's just, even though it's very, very red, it's just so fallish. I just love it. By the way, I do use the term fallish a lot. I realize that's probably not a real word, but you know, just go with it. And then after that, I am going to go ahead in with this little sign that says apple picking, and that's it for this second shelf. All right, moving down to the third shelf, I'm going to use this crate that I picked up around Easter time, and I'm going to actually stand it up, and this is going to be our pumpkin patch. I've been actually doing the pumpkin patch display for years, and I love how it turned out. So I actually made this little wagon as a DIY on my other channel, and so I'm just added a bunch of mini pumpkins in it, and I'm going to put it on that riser. And now I'm just going to go in and put a bunch of pumpkins on this crate, or on this stand, I should say. And I also went in with some mini hay bales and just, you know, just made it look like a pumpkin patch. And I love these colors. I just think they're so pretty.
'Cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best, and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it up, we had its time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine.
Now I do have a sign for this one too, but I needed to put something behind it so it would stay up. I actually made that sign a couple years ago, so you can check that out on my other channel. Then to complete it, I'm just going to put a hay bale and 2 other pumpkins. For the last shelf on the bottom, I'm going to put my little red truck, and this is hayride, so I am just going to put some bales of hay. Now I wanted to put a bunch of bales of hay, but this is all I had. I used them all up. So I just went ahead and put 3 in my little sign, and that's it. That completed the bottom shelf and the whole tray itself, and I really love how it came out. I work best when there's a theme, so that's why it was easier for me to just whip it all, you know, just whip it up real quick. I did this theme on my hutch last year, but I just think that it goes better on this shelf. I don't know, I just really love how this came out. But anyway, take a look and let me know what you think.
So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best, and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does.
Moving on to my bar cart. I always have the hardest time trying to decorate this bar cart, so it's very simple. I just went ahead and put a riser, and then this mixer actually came from Target Dollar Spot last year, as well as these copper cups, and copper is kind of the theme here. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer those. Then I'm going to add this little tray to the side, and on top I'm going to put another one of those pumpkins. Then next to that, I actually have these wooden spoons that I made a couple years ago on my other channel, so I'm just going to go ahead and put these in the cup. And then I have these big block leaves, and literally everything on the top except for those spoons in that cup came from Target Dollar Spot at one point or the other. So obviously I'm a fan of the Dollar Spot, or Bullseye's Playground, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, that completed the top, but I felt like that little opening there needed a sign, so I put my fall bucket list sign, and I am obsessed with that sign. I love it. I just love the colors, and I think it's so pretty. All right, so this kind of changed up a little bit. So what you see me doing now is not how the end reveal shot is going to look, but for now I'm just going to put a vase with just some embellishments and then 2 copper pumpkins. And then I always like to put some kind of garland in the front here. I just think it dresses it up. So of course I went in with a leaf one. Then I'm just going to complete it with a towel. And that's it for this bar cart. It is very simple. Usually I have some like bar napkins, but I just didn't have any this time. But like I said, it's just very simple, and I do like how the end result came out, but I don't know, for some reason this bar cart always gives me trouble. All right, now moving on to my absolute favorite part, the table. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with this burlap runner. I think this came from Pier 1, but I got it when the Pier 1s were closing, so it was like super, super cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the middle of my table. And then in the middle of that, I'm going to go in with this really pretty garland. Now, this is a higher end garland, probably from, no, I think this one came from Big Lots, like end of season sale 3 years ago maybe. And then I am going to go in with a strand of copper fairy lights and just kind of intertwine it around. Now, in hindsight, I should have added another garland. I just feel like it could have used more, but that's okay. I still think it's really pretty and fallish. Next, I'm going to go in with these amber vases that I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby last year, I believe. And then inside the vases, I'm going to put these really pretty florals that, again, I got on clearance last year from Hobby Lobby. Now, I do show 2 here, but I do just end up going in with those red ones. I just thought that those were so pretty. And it added that pop of like a warmer red or like a burnt orange kind of. I'm not even sure what you would call this, but I just think they're so wispy and so fun. And I just think they're gorgeous.
Yeah. Here's to the good days. Here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't want to fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no.
Next, I'm going to go in with this glass pumpkin. Again, I've had this for years and years, and years ago when I got it, I just layered in some leaf garlands and then some fairy lights, and I use this every year, and I just think it's so pretty. Now, I am going to move these amber vases over a little bit because I'm going to go in with these candlesticks that I made last year on my craft channel, and I'm going to put those on either side of the pumpkin. I just, like, the height difference was just kind of weird, so this helped. And then inside, I'm just going to put some gold candles, and I thought that that looked so pretty. All right, now we're going to go ahead and move to the plate settings. So I'm going to go in with these leaf placemats that I got from Hobby Lobby like 2 years ago.
Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go.
Next, I'm going to put these faux wooden chargers that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then on top of that, I'm going to layer in a really pretty pumpkin plate that I also got from the Dollar Tree a few years ago. And I just love the colors of this plate. Also, don't mind my little like sweater here. I was freezing. I don't even know why. So I just threw that on, not even thinking, but it's kind of fallish, right? All right, now for the napkins. I got these napkin rings from Hobby Lobby years ago as well as the gold napkin. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the napkin through the ring and put one on each plate.
And that's why
Next, I'm going to go in with these amber glasses, and these I got on clearance last year from Hobby Lobby, and I just thought that these would be perfect. Then I decided that the middle needed something, so I went ahead and went in with these pumpkins, and I thought that that was the perfect final touch. And I love how this came out.
you're the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry. Cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the...
So here's a final look of how my dining room came out. You're going to have to let me know what you think. I just think it's so warm and cozy and very festive and definitely ready for fall.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights, don't kid around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love.
All right, now we're going to head to the entryway, and this is the tree that I always decorate for every season. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this tool, and I am just going to wrap this around. Now, I'm not really going to show you like every single process, or this is going to go fast. So basically I sped it up because, you know, it's decorating a tree, but wait till you see the final result. Also, don't mind the mess in the back. I still have my fall bins out at that point, and I just kind of put them all in the kitchen. So now I always say that this part looks ugly before it gets pretty, and to be completely honest with you, I'm not very good at wrapping this. My sister's actually really good at wrapping tulle around trees because she has the patience for it and I don't. So I'm gonna have to have her come over and like show me how to do it, because her tree just always looks so pretty with the like the puffy ribbon or the puffy tulle. So I think I'm gonna have her come over this year, this Christmas, and help me make it look a little better. But I did go in with this other tool, and all of this stuff I already had, or the tool at least. Now all the florals that you're gonna see me use, Dollar Tree. All of them came from Dollar Tree. Actually, I'm pretty sure everything on this tree came from Dollar Tree. So that's how like cheap it was to do this. And a lot of the stuff I already had, I'm just using from my stash. Now here we go again. I'm going in with these leaf garlands, and I'm just going to wrap these around. And look, already it looks so fallish. Again, you're going to be sick of the word fallish for sure. So I went ahead and wrapped them down, and then I went and wrapped two up, and already, yeah, it's looking already so festive. Next, I have several bunches of these like burlap flowers, and I just went ahead and cut them individually, and now I am just going to place them all over my tree wherever there's some big holes. And then you're going to see some other bunches coming up that I did the same thing for, and then I used some pumpkin picks and just basically anything I thought would look really pretty in a fall tree.
Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it up, we had its time to say bye.
So for the top, I just thought I would use some florals. I don't know what the heck these are, and I'm so sorry my camera angle is not great for this, but I just went ahead and put them on top like a spray of florals, and you'll get a better view of this in the final reveal. But I love that height that it added, but I thought it looked really cool too. All right, next, I found this garland at the Dollar Tree in the Dollar Tree Plus section. It was $3, but I thought that I would just take apart the garland and use the pumpkins, so I'm just kind of shoving them in there. I was going to put like dowels or like the skewers in just to poke them in, but then I got lazy and didn't feel like going downstairs to go get them. So I'm just shoving them in, and I love that little pop of that color orange as well. Now for the bottom, this space is way too small for an actual tree skirt. So this is just another burlap runner that I'm going to go ahead and wrap around. I do this for my Christmas tree when I decorate this one. I do this for this too because it's just so perfect. And then I use it to kind of hide the legs or the stem as well. And that's it. And again, don't mind the mess in the background. I have so much to clean. Oh, maybe a cleaning motivation video is coming out soon. I don't know. Stay tuned.
It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry. Cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does, so baby, bye.
For the bench in my entryway, I'm just going to go ahead and throw this like light green blanket over the bench. And then I'm going to go in with this welcome to our patch pillow and this little pumpkin. Believe that all of that came from the Target dollar spot last year. Now this I've had for years and years, so I'm just going to open it up. I like to put something underneath the bench to kind of hide that cord there. So I'm just going to put this underneath there with a candle. And then moving on to the side, I have this lantern, and I'm just going to go ahead and shove a garland in it. And I totally meant to put a candle in it and completely forgot, but I'll probably go in there and do it. But I just thought it was a nice pop of color there, and that's how this little area came out. Sorry about the lighting. I had the lights dim so you could see the tree and didn't even think about it. But yeah, I really love how that came out. All right, now the last place we're going to decorate is this little entryway table. I'm going to go in with 2 of these placemats, and I just love this color. I think it's so pretty. And then on the top, I'm going to go in with 2 more of those logs. Then I forgot to mention that those logs I actually bought off of a friend after her wedding, but I see them for sale all the time on Facebook Marketplace, or, you know, you could just go cut down a tree too. I mean, either one works, but they have come in handy so many times. All right, next I'm going to go in with my little arch, and I'm going to layer a fall sign in front of it. This like opening here always throws me off because it's just not normal. And I wish that it was just a solid wall so I could like hang a mirror or something there. But so one day I would like to get rid of that, but it is what it is. All right, next I'm going to go in with these candle holders. And if you watched my bedroom video, you're probably thinking, Ashley, weren't those the candle holders from your bedroom? And yes, you would be correct. I did actually pull those from my bedroom and put something else there, because I wanted to use these in my entryway. So, yeah, I happen to do that a lot, just kind of switch things out, because as I kind of look or live with things, I don't know, I just kind of change my mind or get different ideas. So now I am just layering a bunch of pumpkins. I just feel like since this is the entryway, I wanted to wow my guests from the moment they walk in. And we are having some company come over on Saturday morning, so I really wanted to make this look really cozy and warm and festive for them. So that's why I just wanted to have that wow factor from the moment they step in my house. So I just wanted a ton of pumpkins. Then I'm just going to go in with some pine cones on these little wooden risers here. And then I actually have this little leaf plate that I think probably came from the Dollar Tree. They look like they came from there. And inside, I'm going to put these soft chew Werther's caramel candies, and these are so good, but I will have to hide them because my daughter keeps stealing them. Although I think she tried one and didn't like it, so that's actually pretty good. That's good. So then that way I don't have to hide them. All right, then I just felt like I needed to light this up, so I took my copper fairy lights again, And I'm just going to intertwine through all the pumpkins and all of the decor. And again, I just love how this came out. You're going to kind of see it in the dark as well, but it's just so pretty. And again, it gives that fall ambiance and just warm and cozy feeling. Oh, I cannot wait for sweater weather. It has been in the 90s the last couple days, and I am over it. Let me know if you're getting fall-like weather where you live, and if not, are you ready? Because I certainly am ready. All right, next to this little stand, I have this little scarecrow I got last year, and that's it. That completed this area and my entryway.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like. About you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found.
Okay, well, that completes it. We are finally done decorating my dining room and my entryway. I truly hope that you enjoyed it. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and clicking on this video. I hope that you got some amazing ideas and inspiration on how you can decorate your home for fall. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you loved what you saw. Also, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Well, I guess that completes another day in the life with Ash. Bye!